Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstoys.com and today we are going to do the Huawei Honor B unboxing and quick review. So we have the package with us. As you can see, this is called Huawei Y5 as far as the model number is concerned. This is how the package look like, and again if we take a look over the back side, we have nothing mentioned over there, but on this side we have some specification mentioned on this device. So the model number is Y5 in case you would like to find that. It is a WCDMA mobile phone and it has a 4.5 inch of FWVGA resolution touch capacitive screen. It has a 1.2 GHz quad core processor and 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB internal memory, 8 megapixel rear camera which is an autofocus camera, and 2 megapixel front camera. And whether you can record high definition video from the rear camera, we will just find out. We have Android 4.4 KitKat running on this device with assisted GPS is also there. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is also supported. So let's take a look what we have inside the packaging. As far as the MRP of this phone is concerned, it is pretty affordable, but we will talk about that later on. Let me just open the package and show you what we have inside. So this is the first thing which we get inside, and this is the device itself, which is the Huawei Honor B. And as you can see, the build quality of the phone is pretty good. I would say it is not bad at all. However, bezels are slightly thicker, which is something which happens with the phone in this particular price segment, but build quality is not compromised, which is a better thing. And we have the buttons over there. These are chrome finished plastic buttons, and they have a texture over there as well, so that you can easily recognize them, and they also give you very good tactile feedback. On the top you have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging, a 3.5mm audio jack over there for the headphones. At the rear we have 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash, Huawei branding over there. At the back side on the bottom we have the loudspeaker, and it is a slightly curved design which is again going to give you a very good feel when you hold this phone in hand. And it is matte finish, so it won't get scratches very easily, and you can easily grip the phone in your hand without any issues. And on the front we can see that we have touch capacitive buttons over there, navigation buttons, but they do not have backlit LED. They are colored in silver so that you can see them, but in dark room it might be difficult for you to see them. Over here we have the earpiece, metallic earpiece is there, and front camera is 2 megapixel, and this is how the TFT display look like. As you can see, the display does not offer you great viewing angles, but again on this price point you cannot get much. The display is good but not great, I would say, and again it can go black especially at certain viewing angles, which is going to happen on this one. Let's take a look inside what else we have in the package. The battery is something which we have already inserted. We will show you that. So inside the package you get a charger and the micro USB cable for data syncing and charging, and the charger output current is something which I'm going to tell you right now. The output current is 550 ampere. It is not a 1 ampere charger, it is 550 ampere in terms of the current, which is almost half the 1 ampere charger actually offer you, but that's how it is. And the device is going to charge within the next 2 to 3 hours once you plug it with zero battery. Let me just remove the back cover. There is a little indent over there to remove the back cover. The primary microphone hole is also over there, which you can see. Let me just remove the back cover and show you the phone from the back side. So this is how the phone look like. Here we have the battery already inserted. We have two SIM card slot on this device. This is the SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2, and we also have a micro SD memory card slot which can be used to expand the storage of the phone. Let me just remove the battery and show you how much it is. It is a 1730 milliampere battery which can give this phone a backup of approximately 1 day, and this is something which we have experienced. Now here we have the Huawei Honor B, and this is how the phone look like. As we have already told you, the phone is good but not great in terms of the display. Let's take a look over the physical dimensions. As far as thickness is concerned, it is approximately 10 millimeter, and when it comes to the weight, we are not sure about the weight. We will just find it out. So let me just turn on the weighing scale and place this phone. The battery is already inside, and we will find out the weight with battery. So it is approximately 140 gram, which is again fairly okay for a 4.5 inch display phone. When it comes to the display resolution is not high, but with this much of resolution which we have on 4.5 inch display, if you take a closer look, you won't see much amount of pixelation. You can only see pixelation if you open a document with large amount of text. With normal usage, you do not see pixelation on this device. Now let's talk about the user interface of the phone. As you can see, it is running the custom UI which is running on top of Android, and it is coming with the hardware which is kind of unknown and not very popular. It comes with a Spectrum chipset which is SC7731, and Huawei has actually taken this decision of providing a Spectrum chipset on this device as compared to some other affordable devices which comes with Qualcomm or MediaTek chipset, which are very popular these days. But we have found out that the performance of the device is decent enough, if it is not great. This chipset has performed decent in terms of gaming as well. You have Mali 400 MP2 GPU, which is again going to give this phone a pretty good power, especially when it comes to casual gaming. You cannot play high definition games on this one. You can install some of them, but only few of them will be able to run on this device. Let's take a look at the settings and we will find out the internal configuration of the phone. First of all, we will find out the version of Android, and then we will take a look over the other things. And here we have the version of Android, which is exact 4.4.2 KitKat, and we have 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal storage. Resolution is 418 to 854, which is FWVGA. Let me just come back and show you the storage scenario, how much of storage you actually get on this device. So we have 8 GB of internal storage, out of which 5.12 GB is available, which is a very good thing. And I have seen many 8 GB Android phones, especially the one which come with Android Lollipop. They do not have this much of storage available, but this device has this much of storage available, which is a very good thing. And you can also change the preferred install location. You can install applications on the SD card as well. Let's take a look over the current status of the RAM. We have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and let me just find out how much of that is actually available to the user. So we have application scenario over there, and we will find out the current running applications. And out of 1 GB, 761 MB of RAM is free, which is again quite commendable. On this budget Android phone, they have made sure that the UI is so smooth that it does not take much of the RAM, especially when it comes to idle usage. You do have support for GPS navigation on this device, and it does perfectly fine on this one. However, it may take some time to log the GPS coordinates, and you have to be outdoor for that. When it comes to display settings, we have display settings over there. We do have support for automatic brightness as well on this device, in case you are wondering. However, live video wallpaper is not supported, but static wallpapers are there supported, and you also have support for live wallpapers, but video wallpapers are not supported. We also have different kind of audio profiles which you can actually use, and again, these are the different kind of audio profiles. When it comes to equalizer, I do not have any information about the equalizer. I could not find equalizer on this phone. When it comes to sharing internet, so you do have support for sharing internet by creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. The thing is supported, and you can do that with the help of USB and Bluetooth. The thing is also supported. As far as sensor information is concerned, we can see that we have light sensor on this device. Magnetic field sensor is not there, proximity sensor is there, and when it comes to some of the sensors which are there, we do have an accelerometer sensor as well on this device. This is how the phone dial look like. You can easily dial the number, and in case you want to make a cellular video call, it is not supported on this phone. Now here we have the messaging application, and this is a custom one. As far as interface is concerned, they have given a very good touchpad keyboard which is coming pre-installed on this device. And when it comes to swipe to type is not supported. The overall typing experience is, I would say, good, not great. It does take some time to actually recognize the touch, because it is a TFT display which you can easily notice, and there is a gap in between the display glass and the digitizer. So typing is supported, but when it comes to speed typing, it is kind of difficult to do on this one, but you can always get used to it, and you can do it as I can do right now. Now let's test the camera of this device. We will take the photo from the rear camera, 8 megapixel, and the front camera also we will test. So let's take a photo from the rear camera first, and let me take the same photo without light as well. And I will also take a front camera selfie photo. So I've taken all these photos, and I can show you all of them one by one. First of all, I would like to show you the photos which I have captured from the rear camera. So this is how the photo look like. Again, the photo is not looking too great considering it is an 8 megapixel camera. The focus is something which you need to retain. Unless you hold the device stable, the focus won't be there, and details is something which you will not see. But on this one you can see good amount of details, and you can compare it with the original object over there. It is not the same colors which are being reproduced, but I would say still decent enough. And this is the other photo which we have taken, and in this one it is blur if you zoom in. When it comes to the front camera photo, I can show you the front camera photo over here as well, and this is how the front camera selfie look like. Again, the front camera selfie is not very good in terms of colors or in terms of details, but still it is pretty good for a 2 megapixel camera which this phone actually has. If you take the photo without light, the selfie is not going to look this much clear. So now we are playing a high definition video from our channel, and I think this phone is not capable of playing high definition video. So it is playing the same video at 360p, which is the maximum resolution you can actually have video playing on this device. And when it comes to the viewing angles are good if not great. From this angle it is completely black, which you can notice, but I would say it is not bad considering this is a budget phone. This is how the display look like. Again, the colors are not looking too great. It can play this video, which is more important. And when it comes to the overall sound which comes out from the loudspeaker, let me just increase the volume to full. So now it is full. I can rewind the video. The loudspeaker is over here at the back, and if you place it like this on a table, it will get muffled, but it will not get blocked completely. So overall video playback is decent enough, and the loudspeaker is, I would say, not very loud but decently loud for the price. As far as battery backup is concerned, this phone has given me a battery backup of approximately 1 day, so I can say that the phone can last for 1 day in case of moderate to basic usage. When it comes to heating is again experienced